everybody, it's Leela and welcome back to the Life of a Champion. Today I will be sharing with you a very pivotal moment in my high school career where I was denied to every Ivy League school I applied to. Crazy, right? I know. I applied to college in the 2018-2019 school year, so which is basically last year. In high school, I was just like you all. I was so obsessed with watching those videos and seeing students get into the dream schools and reading threads on Reddit and College Confidential about the application process, seeing who got waitlisted and what their stats. What was your stats? What was your stats? What was your stats? Was the only thing I would ask. Or can I see your essay? What kind of school did you go to? Things like that. I remember this time, like I had went to Harvard summer school in 2018, and when I left, I was just so set on Ivy League. Like, I'm going to Ivy League school, and like those 2 months before college applications opens, I was just researching. Like, I really became really infatuated with this process. And I couldn't wait to contribute a video to that, like, because I know that feeling and what it's like to just do your research. Because I am a first-gen college student. So both of my parents, well, I'm untraditional first-gen college student because both of my parents have associate degrees, but they didn't go to 4 universities. And then my sister has went to college, and I have, like, cousins and aunts who went to college, but they went to, like, HBCUs. So they were not able to help me in the sense of they didn't apply to Ivy League schools. They don't know what those applications look like in comparison to theirs. They didn't have like the CSS profile, for example. So like pretty much I was on my own, and I went to this college or die school. So like it was kind of college prep, but the students usually didn't go to top tier schools either. So I tried to use my resources as much as I can. I didn't have the support as in people around me had went to these schools before. I did have everyone trying to get me there. Like, people would actually review my essays. My English teacher, Mr. Peck, gifted me a essays that work for Harvard book. So I really appreciate him for that. Like, thanks, Billy. That's my dog for that. I remember you always looking out. So his wife, Miss McGady, she was also reading my essays. And, like, people really trying to help me get there. And it didn't happen. But, like, I know I put up a good fight. And I was really proud of, like, even applying. And I say all of this to say, like, coming from where I come from, I was proud of my results. I mean, I know I put up a good fight. Gave my all into it. I gave 110%. So I was like, was it meant to be? The college application process is different for every single person. We can have the same stats with different extracurriculars, different writing abilities. We might sell our stories different. So just because it didn't work for me don't mean it won't work for you, because you never know what can happen. And what's for you is going to be for you. Once again, remember to shoot your shot. Like, you never know what can happen. Just because I was denied to the Ivy Leagues, I was still accepted to many great universities with great financial packages and scholarship risks. You were bold for even applying. Hey everybody, checking my college decisions. It's Ivy Day. 7 o'clock. Girl. Denied to Columbia. Denied to Princeton. Oof. Denied to Yale. Ooh, girl. Look at that. Everybody's trying to text me their decisions. 24/11. Denied to Dartmouth. Last one. Harvard. Harvard! You want it anyway. Deferred. Waitlisted, I meant. after the video, you will see, like, my mom cut the camera off because she was like, we stopping this video. But my emotions, like, it really didn't sit in yet. Like, I was instantly thinking, what can I do to get off the Harvard wait list? Like, that's the first thing my mind went to. And then also, I was going to get my hair braided. Like, I was right outside the hair salon when I opened that. It was 7 o'clock. I ran to the car, opened it, because I didn't want to open in front of the hair salon. Luckily, because I didn't want everybody to be like, oh, she just got denied. Like, no, that's not what I wanted. So, just in case, I went to the car, and I'm so glad I did. Because at that time, I don't know, like, what I would have thought. I was just like, dang. It's going to be like a little embarrassing that the girl who was pushing these Ivy League schools doesn't go Ivy League. That was the only thing. Like, after a couple weeks that stepped in, like, the wait list process was coming on along, I was like, oh, now if I don't get in, like, what are the people in my community going to think? But honestly, like, that doesn't matter now. My mom was still proud of me. She's like, girl, you still going to colleges that I couldn't even dream of going. So, like, having that reassurance from my family and my friends was just, like, great for me at the time. And I also had that video recorded. Ivy Day was 2 days before my Ivy League college tour. So 2 days from now, I'm taking a bus of kids to the Ivy League schools to see them and show them that it's attainable. So I really didn't, like, process the fact that I didn't get into any, like, or I wasn't really mad about it. Because, like, I was thinking, I'm going to the Ivy League next week. I'm going to go walk up to Harvard and talk to them personally, like, so they can get to know me and see why they need me. Like, that's where my mind went with it. So I really wasn't too upset. And the other schools, I didn't really care about. Like, I toured Brown when I was at Harvard Summer School. And, like, it was good. I was like, oh, I love this campus, this vibe. But other than that, the other schools, I didn't know really nothing about other than what I heard from YouTube and on their websites. And now that I know people at those schools and seeing what they have to offer, I'm like, you know, maybe that wasn't the place for me. Like, still have good connections with the people I know that go to those schools. Still have friends from this Harvard Summer School who go there. So I wasn't, like, too butthurt about not getting to Ivy League school. Because, like, the only reason I really wanted to go to those schools was because of the name. Like, genuinely, like, the name. Or, like, some people I knew that went there from YouTube or something. Like, other than that, no. So, yeah, I really wasn't too upset about it. But I know other people usually are crushed. If you're watching this and you were also rejected from your dream school, I really want you to know that what helped me process my emotions is, like, it's okay to be sad, but life goes on. Like, that's not where you were supposed to make your impact. Like, you can leave a bigger footprint somewhere else and you're, like, needed somewhere else or a different campus or a different university or whatever it may be. If it's you were rejected from your dream job, internship, or anything of that nature, like, that was not meant for you, and God has a bigger plan for you. So it's okay to be sad, process those emotions, but you have to accept it for what it is. Like, okay, I am a Harvard reject. That was step one. Then you have to let go of what it was. Like, I had this dream of being a Harvard college student in my head. Like, I had already followed the students. I had already bought all the gear. Like, it was set in stone that I was going to Harvard. So I had to let go of that dream. Like, whew, maybe I am not a Harvard college student. I'm not going to Harvard for undergrad. Like, I had to accept that for what it is. No denial about it or anything. And then you have to have faith in what will be. Like, God didn't want me to go to Harvard. I just knew God had a bigger plan for me. That was set in stone. Like, I can just see a bigger picture. Like, it wasn't meant for me to go to Harvard because God has a different plan for me and something else in store for me. Like, it was a different university where I was going to go and make a much better impact, and I was going to shine much brighter than I would have at Harvard. So that's what I told myself. That's how I got through. Accept it for what it is. Let go of what you thought it was and just have faith in what will be, and you will be all right. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about it. Wouldn't change anything. Don't regret it. Happy I applied. Definitely made me a stronger writer. Definitely got me some contacts in the admissions office. Really enjoyed the interview process and things of that nature. So happy I got that process out the way, so I'll be able to help kids in the future. Like, show them the do's and the don'ts and, like, what worked for me, what might work for you. So, yeah, I loved the experience. Really appreciate it. Definitely a humbling experience because, like, 2019 was my year of yes. Everything was going right for me. And then, like, whew, he said, boop, boop, boop. Like, knocked me off my pedestal a little bit with that. But it's okay. We live, we learn. I hope you all enjoyed this video and use it for motivational purposes only, and know, like, shoot for the stars. You ended up in the clouds, and what's for you is always going to be for you no matter what. Thank you all for watching this video. Please tune in for more videos like this. Good luck on your college admissions journey.